Yo, what's going on? For those that are unaware, the rapper Takeoff from the rap group called Amigos has passed away. He died earlier this morning, Monday morning, in Houston, Texas, at a bowling alley, and it appears to be over a dice game. You know what I'm saying? That he really didn't have nothing to do with. Quavo was, which is part of the Amigos, which is Takeoff's uncle, was betting at a dice game. He was losing. Make the long story short, big argument, commotion happens, gunfire, and next thing you know, you see Takeoff on the floor with brain matter oozing out of his skull. Now, as that's happening, Quavo goes over there, he's screaming and hollering, of course, because his nephew was on the ground, dying. And you know what the people, black people that is, that were surrounded around Quavo and Takeoff doing? Taking pictures and recording that. This is the reason why I know that the black community is not on a decline. We're done. Rappers are dying every other week or every other month. And every time I see another rapper die or another black person die, it reminds me of that movie Paid in Full, where Cameron said, NIGGS's AS's die every day, B. It's numbing now. It's numb. It makes you numb. Like, you really don't care anymore. Like, oh yeah, somebody else dies. But this guy right here, this guy, Takeoff, is someone that I thought that would never have passed away like he did. Because to me, he was quiet. He was the most likable out of the whole group. And it's true. When people ask, why is it always the good die young? Straight up. That's real talk. And it just pisses me off that we're practicing this type of behavior. This man is brain matter is leaking out of his skull. Not taking heat. I didn't see the footage. I can't look at it. A picture was sent to me, and I didn't know that it was. I looked at it. It messed me up. So I can't imagine hearing it screaming and hollering from Quavo as Takeoff's brain matter is leaking out of his head. That footage, that video, I can't imagine looking at that. Because I was taken back off of just the picture that I saw of Takeoff being on the ground. But this is where black people are at right now. They didn't come to Quavo or Takeoff's rescue. They didn't try to help save that young man. No, they spent all of their time taking their cell phones out to record a man dying. I remember in the 90s, I was part of this organization. I'm making it relevant. Hear me out. I was part of this organization called the United Nuwaubian Nation, right? You know what I'm saying? We were out there in the streets. The Nation of Islam were out there in the streets. The 5%ers were out there in the streets. And you know what we were saying? The black man is God. The black man is God. The black man is God. And the white man is what? The devil. Who's the devil in 2022? Because I know that most of the killings are not coming from the white man when it comes to our community. I'm not in fear of the Triple K organization. I'm not in fear of any other white supremacist organization. You know who I'm in fear of? The Bloods, the Crips. All of these sub gangs and shit affiliated with these bigger gangs. That's who I'm in fear of. And they're all black. I don't even want to go back to a place that I was born in called New York. Why? Because they $1.50 in people on the subway trains. So the black man ain't God. The black man is the devil. Now I know why my children look at me like I'm crazy when I try to teach them about Mansa Musa, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Shaka Zulu, the Egyptians, the mound builders, the Moorish, the Moors, the Olmecians, and how great we are as a race. Now I understand why they look at me like I'm crazy, because that's not what they see on the local news called WBTV News at 11. When they see black men killing each other. It don't add up. How can we be this great race and great civilization, but we're killing each other? How? We're done. There ain't no black love. Where's the black love at? We're done. There's no black community. Black people don't own the black community. If they did, why is it a thing called gentrification? We're done. The only black love, the only black power, the only black unity, and only black community that we have is fictitious. And that fictitious story will be out November the 11th. Wakanda forever! This is when black people cosplay. They act as though they're about their life. They get put on, they get dressed up like it's Halloween. You know what I'm saying? They cosplay. They put on their dashikis. You should see it. It's hilarious. I laugh along with the white people that laugh at you all black people. Wakanda forever. Got your black fists in the air. Got your fake wigs, your fake afro wigs and shit on. Now I see why white people say that we're not the Egyptians, because we're not. We're not. We are what you call genetically modified Niggers. Look at what we're doing to one another. And I know you all want me to say the same redundant stuff that everybody else saying. Why can't the killing stop? It's never going to stop. It's never going to stop. You want to know why? Because I don't think there's ever been a time in history where black people actually came together. That we always had tribal wars, and we always have done and will continue to do the shit that we do towards one another. It ain't gonna end. There'll be more rappers passing away. Straight up. And we can't blame it on the white man like we used to do in the 90s. Straight up. You know, the Nation of Islam, as well as, you know, we took on that too. When I was in the YB, and Dr. Malachi York agreed with that too, as well as the 5%ers. They talked about the story of Yaqub and how the white man was grafted out of the black man. And how the white man was all evil. But if we were the first on the planet, then we have to accept the fact that we were the first at being demons. Because that's what our youth say now. I'm on demon time. A young man, 28 years old, gone. Gone. For no reason at all. And now they saying this by mistake. Like as if they can take it back. This is our reality when dealing with the black community. This is crazy to me. Just a couple days ago, I talked about a young woman losing her life at a block party in North Carolina, right across the street from North Carolina A&T, in which she was a student. She was enrolled in North Carolina A&T. It was homecoming week, and the block party was not affiliated with, North Carolina A&T, but she lost her life as well as another it was a young man, not a student, but it was a young man that was there. Week before that, Livingstone College homecoming. Someone got shot on that campus. And between her being shot, North Carolina A&T student, and died, and Livingstone College, somebody getting shot, somebody got shot it was a shootout at Clark University in Atlanta. And then I just recently heard at another HBCU in Florida, somebody got shot. 2 people got shot. It's ridiculous where we can't even get a basic education without being in fear of our lives. And this ain't got nothing to do with the white man. Nothing. When I go to the Y and I work out, I'm not in fear of my life. And I'm around 90% of the people that I'm around are white. When I go to Whole Foods, I'm not in fear of my life, and 90% of the people that shop there are white. When I come back home and I live in my community, I'm not in fear of my life. And the majority of the people, it's a diverse community, don't get it twisted. But there's a lot of white people that's there. The only person that I'm in fear of is when I see someone that looks just like me. And that's real talk. I don't have guns to protect myself from white people. I don't have guns to protect myself from Latinos, from Asians. I have guns or firearms to protect myself from someone that looks just like me. And this was so funny. For those that are black, you know I'm not lying, because you're protecting yourself and defending yourself from someone that looks just like me and you. Straight up. Those days of burning the cross in front of the yard and all of that stuff, and you got white people with robes over their head, riding horses, going around the house. You know what I'm saying? Those days are over. Those days are over. Now we have the nigga mentality. We got blackface. They're not dressed in white robes. They're not riding around with horses. They're not burning stakes, crosses in front of our houses. Nah, they're driving. This is modernized Triple K organization. They're driving now with their hats turned to the side or to the back, with their pants sagging, smoking and drinking for the sake of the conversation. I'm not religious like that. God knows what or who, because they say I'm smoking on a tuka. That was someone's son that passed away. These new Triple K members look just like you and me. So when I go outside and I check the mail, and I'm not saying I live in that type of community, because I don't, but I'm saying it's been times that I've seen people drive by and look kind of like, you don't belong in this neighborhood. And I had to grip my hip, if you understand where I'm coming from. The black race is done. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I told y'all this years ago on my old channel, and everybody started getting at me. Oh, you just ashamed to be black. You a sellout, and you a this, and you a that, and da-da-da-da-da, and this and that and so forth. I've been saying this. I've been telling people that, man, you talking about the black people built pyramids. You talking about of the past? Because these black people ain't building shit. Always said that, but now y'all understand where I'm coming from now. Now you all are agreeing with me. After what, the 88 million, death? While rappers are being killed, y'all want me to go there? Y'all want me to go there? Because we so, stuck on rappers being killed. And I know I'm going to catch the heat, the flame and the fire from black females, but I don't care. But at the same time that black men are killing one another out in the streets, well, think about the numbers that black females are killing or aborting babies with Planned Parenthood. Is that black love? Is that black unity? I see what they do to those babies. They throw them in the trash like black women still lined up. You got a female called Glorilla. Need I say any more? At one point in time, we didn't want to be called gorillas, monkeys, and shit like that, but now we're calling ourselves that. And you think that there's hope for a better tomorrow for black folks? You out your mind. There ain't no unity. I'm not practicing that anymore. I'm done. I'm throwing all them damn black power books away. Ain't no black power. What we can do is say black weakness. Don't pull up the black fist. Black weakness. Black weakness. And hope and pray that they come out with another Wakanda. Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, Part 5. Then we can cosplay again. We can act like we're black. But then going back to acting like we supposed to act, which is a genetically modified nigga. That's facts. That's the truth. That's real talk. So now I had trips lined up. So now I gotta say I'm never going to Houston ever again. Because it's too many black people, too many rappers and black people getting shot and killed in Houston. Definitely not Los Angeles. Atlanta's a no-go. And I'm trying my best to go back home. But as of now, it ain't looking too good. Y'all are $1.50 in people. Excuse me. On the subway. In the subway. And when I go back home, I use the subway. You could get around the city like that. Good. You know what I'm saying? Like, a car is, man, oh man, please. I parked the car at my pop's house. Catch the Dollar Van in Jamaica Avenue. Parsons and Archer, go downstairs. E-train. And I could get just about anywhere. E to J. It's going to connect somewhere to another fucking train where I could get it around the city. Boroughs, rather. I got to worry about getting $1.50? Nah, that's all right. That's all right. I got a couple scars on my face as it is. I don't want the $1.50. I don't need that. Straight up. But that's real talk, man. Black community is done up. You know what I'm saying? It's just that plain and simple. Don't come up to me with that black power, black unity, and all that shit. Unless, you know what I'm saying, it's another Black Panther movie that came out and you want to cosplay. We could cosplay, you know what I'm saying? I can get the African, put the African dashiki on, you know what I'm saying? We could be black power and all the rest of that stuff. You know what I mean? Other than that, don't come with that bullshit with me, for real, because ain't no black love, no black unity. Black people are done up. There is no black community. The end. That plain and simple. May Takeoff, rest in peace. Other than that, my name is Langston2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely share this video. Peace.